Is anyone there? Hey guys, we can't hear the conference.
Okay, can anyone hear me from home now? I'd like to hear.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Oh,
Perfect.
Yes.
okay, we can actually hear you for the first time in the classroom. Okay, we just heard that little dingle. Can somebody just say their name? Is that Victor or Jay or who's that?
Yeah, this is Jay. We can hear you loud and clear now. Thank you.
Okay, very good. So I'm going to ask you people at home to put your to click on mute. In other words, that we cannot hear the sounds in your home, because if you have a dog barking or you make sounds, we're going to hear it in the room. If you mute your phone is a good idea. And the reason I want you to do it, I do not want to mute your phone. That way, when you want to speak, we cannot hear you. This way, if you have a question, you unmute your phone and you can ask a question just like the people in the room. Can everybody say, yes, I got it?
Yes, got it.
Yes, I got it.
Yes, I got it.
So
Understood.
we're conducting live. Everybody at home's listening in, just like we're here in the room. Okay?
Why don't you have question and answer time so nobody bothers you in between?
Okay, why don't you let me know when we should have question and answer time? Say now is a good time and
No,
let me know.
whenever you feel you're done, then we'll have a question and answer time.
Okay, all right.
So that nobody bothers you and.
All right, we'll try to do that. You can even ask questions and answers as we go along, to be quite honest.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm happy if somebody has a question, you think it could benefit everyone, you let me know. If it's an odd question, you ask me personally afterwards. Okay, but if you think it can benefit everyone, then you do so. But we've got a lot of things to cover today. The session that I'm doing today, people, is a culmination of being on the internet since 1994. How many years is that? 23 years on the internet as a broker. So if you said, Gary, go study the internet for 23 years and come to my office and I'll give you 120 minutes. You tell me the best that you have learned to help me make money. That's what I'm doing today. Okay? So it's a culmination of all that time. Lots of the other training that we have, by the way, when you click on 6 a.m., you'll notice you can click on confirm. You put in your name, your email, and the phone number. And then, just so that you know how this continues to work, hang on a second. Then 10 minutes before your time, you click on this webinar workshops and we will be connected. Your computer will connect with ours and vice versa. And we will be able to converse over the internet just like we're here right now. It's actually better than here because when you're on your own computer, you like to push your own mouse. We're going to show you how to do some of these things. You can actually do this stuff yourself. All right, let's move on. I'm going to start paying more attention to the PowerPoint so that we can keep on track and get going through everything. To add, modify, there's only two things you do when you're a member of ICIWorld. Two things, that's it. One of them is you're going to search on your phone from time to time. That's easy enough to do. You make a connection with somebody, you call them up. That sounds good. Can I make an appointment this Saturday at 12 noon? Sounds good. You go show it. If it's a motel, a hotel, a gas station, restaurant, a business, a commercial building, a residential property, a condo, bingo, you go make $10,000, $15,000, $25,000, $30,000, whatever. That's the one thing you do, is to search from time to time. Does that cost any money to join ICIWorld?
No.
The answer is no, is correct. Everybody in the industry can do that. The public is doing that big time. They're calling people that are advertising on the network, calling them up, go show a property, and you make money. Lots of double enders going on here. The other thing that you do is to add your haves and wants. And we're going to talk about haves and wants. Haves can be a listing that you have, but it also can be exclusive information that maybe up until today you have not worked. After today, we're going to be showing you how to work exclusive information in compliance with RICO. And there's some special things that you have to know. If you don't know them, you can get yourself into trouble. The same as when you write an agreement. If you miss certain things, the title, the time searching, or you leave out a condition or whatever, you can get in. There's so many things you can get into trouble in this business for if you don't do it right. Today, we're going to teach you the right way to do exclusive listings. It's a few simple lessons, and then it's up to you to apply it, and you have a chance to make more money than just on a real estate board. How many people here have more than 5 listings on a real estate board right now? 4, 3, 2, 1. A few more. Now, 0, it sort of makes it feel like you're completely out of business. Really, when you think about it. If you don't have a listing, are you kind of out of business? Yes or no?
No.
Yes.
Some say yes, some say no.
No.
Would it be better to have listings on a real estate board to be in business?
Yes.
Everybody says yes, good. What you're getting at is that some of you work with buyers. And when you work with buyers, that's another thing. How many people know about your buyer? Just you?
Yes.
So you're keeping it a secret.
Yeah.
I'm joking to a certain extent. But really, if you know about your buyer, does everybody else in the room here know what your buyer is looking for right today, right now? Everybody in this room.
Yes.
Does the industry know about it?
Yes. You have to put it on.
No, I'm talking about your buyer, what your buyers are looking for. We
No,
call them
no.
wants.
Oh, okay.
That's called a want. You can post your want on an information service. This is an ILS, an information listing service, not an MLS. Got the difference?
Yes.
This service is almost like an internet global classified ad service for real estate brokers to advertise to the public. It's really what it is. So you have whatever you would put in it, and you can always think, if I would put this in the classified ads of the Toronto Star, if you could do it, you can put it on here. Except the paper ad is gone in one day. It has a very short shelf life. Anything you do on paper is a short life. Whereas on here, it can stay on here. It stays on when you're a member, as long as you wish. We're going to cover that. One thing I want to cover, we've shown you how to search already. We've shown the people in the room how to search. You get your phone, you install the app, you can do searches and play with it. It takes about a week to really kind of get into keywords, hotels, motels, gas stations, even cottages, beach. If you want to find a cottage with a beach, you can search the word beach. There's all kinds of things you can do here, okay? It's going to open up your mind. And if I'm missing a keyword, you let us know. I have a lot of fun with keywords. That's searching. Now, to add a listing, I'm going to show you how easy that can be. When you come to any of our main websites, and we are introducing a new main website coming up on May the 30th and 31st at Treb Realtor Quest. How many people here are going? Okay, everyone should go. Treb Realtor Quest is one of the largest real estate shows in the whole world. Nowhere can you see more products and services in one day as you can at Treb Realtor Quest. I would wear comfortable shoes, running shoes. I would eat good in the morning. I would be healthy. I would carry the shopping bag that they give you there, and because you got a whole day's work of collecting information from all the booths that are there, attending some of the seminars that are going on, and you're going to be talking with people, and it's just like being at what's that shopping place that everybody joins to go shopping?
CNA?
No, you become a member and you go shopping.
Costco.
Costco. Have you ever been to Costco on a real busy day? There's just people coming and going. They're all over the place. That's what it's like at Treb Realtor Quest. And make sure you come by our booth. This year, we don't have one booth. We have 2 booths this year. It's that busy. Our booth is one of the busiest at the whole show. And you're going to learn a little later the reason why that is the case. Okay, so to add a listing, you just go to log in over here, 1 click, and then on the left-hand green column are all the choices. You end up logging in, and then when you go to add have want, a form comes up, and you had a medical building that you're looking to buy or to sell?
Somebody is looking to buy.
Looking to buy. Okay, so to put in a want, this is for every one of you. You should get your wants out here. And I'll show you how easy it is. Wanted. Where are they looking for this building?
GTA.
In the GTA. Okay, now, the GTA actually isn't good enough.
Half an hour from.
Even half an hour is not good enough. And I'm going to tell you why. We recommend that you use what is called a geographic limitation by city. How far east, west, north, and south by city? Because a half an hour to you is not a half an hour to somebody else. The GTA is not the same for you as it is for somebody else. Is it Mississauga to Scarborough? Is it Burlington to Oshawa? Is it London to Kitchener or Windsor to Ottawa? We don't know.
Okay.
And so you have to say, what's the furthest west city? And I'm going to ask you that now. Furthest west city, what is it?
Furthest west would be Kitchener.
Kitchener.
Waterloo
Is
area.
Kitchener a half an hour from Toronto?
No.
It's a little bit more. You see what I'm saying? Like you said, a half an hour. So I'm showing you now how you're helping yourself and help everybody learn that you would type in wanted Kitchener
Would be an hour maybe.
to Toronto. And how far east? East of Toronto, how
Should
far?
be Oshawa.
Okay, you want to say Oshawa. You could say Oshawa, Belleville, like Ottawa. How far east? How far north are you going to go? North to number 7 Highway, Newmarket, Barrie, Parry Sound, Sault Ste. Marie.
Barrie.
North to Barrie,
Yes.
okay. And will it include Niagara region?
Yeah, I guess. we can-
Okay, so you put in Niagara region. Now, this is an information service, Niagara region. That is how you do a want, okay?
Right.
Now, you want a medical building?
Yes.
Medical building, and I need a price range, minimum and a maximum.
Up to 3 million.
What's the minimum?
Well, in that case, 2 to 3 million.
2 to 3 million? Okay, I can go $2, capital letter M, a dash, $3, did you say?
3 million.
3 million, like that. Did I do it right?
No.
Oh,
2, there you go. 2 to 3 million.
right.
That's how you do a want properly, okay? And then you choose Canada, you choose Ontario. Now, you choose Greater Toronto, but because you're going right to Kitchener, you must also choose Southwestern Ontario, okay?
Right.
And because you're going to Barrie, you must also choose Northern Ontario.
Niagara region.
And then you must also choose Niagara region, you're right. If you miss doing that, can you miss doing a deal? Yeah, a stupid little click on a computer can mean $50,000. All right, let's go down further. You must select every city. So tell me, is Ajax, start naming the cities.
Ajax.
Yeah?
I don't know. Aurora. Aurora, yes.
I
Yes.
think yes.
Brampton.
Burlington.
Burlington.
Okay, hang on.
Caledon. Durham. Etobicoke, Georgetown. Alton Hills.
Okay, so in other words, now if you wanted to, I could drag it down through them all and select them all.
Right. Okay.
But do you want Woodstock?
Yeah. No, you might as well leave it. I don't know how. We are just.
Yeah, okay, we're
So-
playing with it. I'm letting you know that you can pick and choose these
Right.
ones, okay?
Yeah.
If you don't want. So you pick all of your areas and then you change the have to a want. Now, a medical building is under office and medical buildings, right here. Bingo. And then you repeat the next 4 things here. You can say medical. Now, what we usually do to put in the want, we usually copy this, Niagara region, right up to there. Copy it
Right.
and paste it in down here. And then we put in the price range. How much was the price? 2
3
million?
to 3 million.
2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we put it into 3 million down here. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's it. And then we usually copy this subject line here and paste it in this big comments area down here. Go down to the bottom and submit the information. That's it. It reaches the whole industry. 20,000 emails go out instantly. 40,000 people read this stuff monthly. I'm coming to you. 1,500 brokers' websites are displaying these links on their website. The mobile phones went to 15,000. People can search their mobile phones. They can do a keyword search for the word medical. It's instantly displayed all over the place. Instantly. Question?
What about the control? Select, once the control is for brokers.
The control down here at the bottom. We usually don't use that. For a buyer, you might say that you have a buyer-broker's agreement. But a lot of times we leave it blank. You could say it's a referral or it's a regular client of yours. But let's talk about that right now that we have it on the screen. I'm jumping ahead, but it's open right now to show it to you, so I'm going to do it now. And when we get to it, we'll gloss over it. Okay? We'll just say we've covered that later. Has anybody ever said to you that I would like to sell my property, but I don't want to give you a listing, but I will pay you a commission? Something to that effect.
All the time.
How many people in this room? Everybody? Pretty well? If you're in the business, you're going to get that. All the for sale by owners are like that, aren't they? All of them. All the for sale by owners. How about the for sale by owners in Kijiji? Are they like that too? Yeah. How about the people trying to sell their house privately in the Toronto real estate classified ads, in the Toronto Star, in some of the newspapers? Everybody's trying to lease and sell properties. Have you ever seen a sign, brokers protected? Has anybody ever seen those signs?
No.
People, every single thing that I just mentioned, it's like a cherry on a tree. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of noise from somebody that just arrived, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to block that out to figure out who it is. Okay, that's that right there. No, it's not them. Maybe it's here.
Yeah.
Okay, so Christine, we had to block you out because we could hear some noise in the background there. So now you got all these. How about a restaurant owner? Does a restaurant owner want his restaurant for sale on the internet, plastered all over the internet? No. That's right. And they're not the only ones. Why not?
Business will get it back.
Yes.
It could be bad for
It will
business.
impact his business.
Okay? So that's another good example of people that don't want their things on the internet.
Mhm.
How about a prominent person in the marketplace? Maybe the mayor of your town or some prominent person. Sometimes they don't want their house put for sale on the internet for everybody to know about it. They want it done more discreetly.
Mhm.
You find me a buyer, we'll give the information to the buyer, but I don't want to put it maybe on the real estate board. Does anybody here have something coming for sale that you think you're getting the listing on in the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months? Anybody? Almost everyone in the room. Okay? Can I use you as an example? What do you have coming for sale?
A house for rent.
A house for rent?
House for sale,
No
sorry.
sale.
A house for sale.
Yep.
Approximately what price?
I would say 1.4 million.
Okay, so it's around 1.4 million, but you really don't know because when you go get the listing sign, it could end up being 1.5. Or it could be in 1.3 if they really have to move, right?
Now we have decided
So you
on
really
1.5.
don't know the price exactly, but you know you're probably getting a listing. It's family. A lot of people got family. That's another example of what we call coming for sale. So could you, if you wanted to, actually you could say coming for sale, $1.5 million home, Brampton area. That's it. You actually don't say anything else. Now, someone who's interested in a $1.5 million home, they're going to want to call you because maybe the other homes they're looking at, the one that you have, might be better than those ones. So they're going to call you. And when they call you, what's the first question they're going to ask you?
Yeah, it's the house.
Where is it? Can I have the address? I'd like to drive by with my family and have a look at it. You must not give them the address. According to RICO, you must have the consent of the owner in writing if you are going to give an address to anyone or identify a property. But if you do not identify the property, if you do not give an address, you can work that kind of information on an information service like ICIWorld. We have been doing it for 23 years.
And that's allowed?
The answer is yes, and I'm going to show you in Rico in a moment in the slide what you can do. So you can say $1 million home coming for sale. When somebody calls you, we recommend that you make the following statement, that in this particular case, we must put an agreement in place first. That's the rules. Before I can divulge the address or identify the property. But I should be getting the listing signed the 1st of June. And once I get the listing signed, I will call you back and you can be one of the first people through the property. How does that sound? Interesting.
Yes.
Now, what's the benefit of doing that? The benefit is this. When you put a listing on the Toronto Real Estate Board, they put it on the internet where the whole world can see it. And then you can end up getting a call or some other real estate get a call and you get the call and you can show the property. It gives you a chance to make money. Now, that piece of information you have can also be on the internet. Can you do that on a real estate board? No. But you can do it on an information service, put it on the internet, as long as you handle it properly, and I'm going to go through it a little more detailed in a minute. It can trigger a lead just like a real estate board listing can trigger a lead. That's what's exciting about an information service. It opens up the whole world of information that's out there, so much so that we have 30,000 listings on here. 75% of them are exclusive. And that's what I'm excited to be here today to talk to you about. Now, there's some of the arrangements that you might have with the people that are calling. You'll see them on the screen. They're down at the bottom there. Exclusive. You might know about something. But usually most of them are what we call regular client, where a regular client of yours says, I want to sell my property, but I don't want to give you a listing right now, but you bring me a buyer and I'll sell my auto body shop or whatever it might be. Okay? And you can put it on here. So that's what you can do with an information service. Very, very exciting. New home developments, pre-construction, all of that stuff can be done here. It's very nice. Okay, so that's how it looks. Now, after you enter the listing, over here on the left-hand side, you're going to see something called ICIWorld Residential. I'm going to click on that. This is what the properties look like. I'm going to click on the first one, which is just a home for lease. That's all it is. Click on it. There it is. And there's the home for lease. You call them up, make an appointment, go show it, bingo, and you help more people. It's good for the public because now the public is finding out about information in the marketplace that they can't get anyplace else. Or if they do, it's limited. It's not all in one spot. It's a benefit. Let's go down to this 3-bedroom home, $260,000 in Peterborough. I go down here. What does this say right there?
Exclusive.
Exclusive. This is not on the Toronto Real Estate Board or any real estate board. This just gives you an opportunity to work exclusive information with your license. You must have a license to trade in real estate on this service. Okay, I don't know if there's somebody else coming in. Okay, so let's move on. If I was to click on the date on that one, what's the date on that one? That's today. That was just put on maybe 5-10 minutes ago. I don't know. That's how they're coming in by the minute. I'm going to click on ICIWorld Commercial. There's another one. If I clicked on this one in Niagara region, that was posted yesterday, some development land in the Niagara region. Okay, let's move on. That's how to add haves and wants. We recommend that every single one of you should have a minimum of 15 opportunities working on the internet. If you get yourself up to 15, you're going to be getting leads off of those 15 opportunities that you have. Anybody who has not made money on our service, and you're going to hear about our pledge, they've had 0 listings. Maybe, and the listings must be less than 90 days old. Remember how you can search how far back? The default is 90 days. If your listings are 1 year or 1.5 years old, they're not showing up on the first search that people do with the app. And a lot of people, they'll only search the last ones. So you must keep your listings, and it's only 2 clicks. You can go into the thing and modify your record, and bingo, you can update your listing. It's very easy to update it and keep them less than 90 days old. I'm an assistant to brokers and salespeople in the whole industry. I'm specializing in that. Even though I've been a broker for 43 years, I'm doing this because I made this my specialty to help brokers and salespeople like yourself, and I'm really enjoying doing it with you. Okay, let's go next. By appointment, there's for your training, there's for your assistance. If you ever need any help, our pledge is that you measure your results every 90 days. If you're not doing a deal every 90 days or triggering leads every 90 days, you give me a call. You're missing something. Maybe you don't have the widgets on your website, or you haven't got yourself up to 15 opportunities, and that's because you haven't learned how to work exclusive information. But we also have an educational YouTube channel that you can go to, that we have many videos there as well. Now, if you want, you can mark ICIWorld.tv down. I'm going to click on that. It should take us right to the YouTube channel that we have on the internet. We've been making videos here on how to go ahead and market properties, how to work exclusive information, because you're not expected to remember every single thing that you're learning here today, but you can review this stuff in order to get yourself up to be making $50,000 to $100,000 and more. And until you are, you've got to learn to do some of this stuff, because it makes money for everyone that does it. Let's go back. We also have daily webinars. The one at 8 o'clock is called How to Promote Your Website. How do you see those? Again, you go back. I'm just going to show you the resources, and then we'll move on. From the main page, you look for the word events. You click on the word events. And as soon as it gives me there it goes there. You click on events again, upcoming events, and you'll see the upcoming events. There's the 4 webinars daily. You click on that, and you can listen to these. We've made 2 of them on demand. That one you can listen on demand now. You don't have to do it at 10:30, and the other one at 1 o'clock. You registered for that. Anyways, there they are there. So you can just click on those, and you can get into them and listen to them. Go down further, you'll see some of the other places. We're going to be speaking at the Brampton Real Estate Board on May the 16th. You're invited. You can come there too and listen in again if you wish.
Are you going to represent there are other
Yes, I'm presenting there to the Brampton Real Estate Board. You should be getting notices on that very shortly, I would think. If anybody here member of Brampton Board?
No.
Okay, we've got the one. I don't know if you've got a notice on that yet. You should be getting it shortly. The Toronto RICO Annual General Meeting, I'll be there too, just listening in on what's happening with RICO. And Oakville, that's done May the 23rd. And then you've got these other ones, Realtor Quest, which we're recommending everybody go to. And oh, sorry, I made a mistake. The Brampton Real Estate Board is on June the 28th. This presentation in Brampton is for a Royal Star. Sorry, I'm doing a short presentation there. Okay, so those are some of the things going on. That's where you can find out more information for some of that. People can do that on your own time. Okay, let's go back and continue on. All right, here we go. Now, this particular seminar, it's all recorded on tape. The reason we're doing it, because there's a lot of money being made in real estate. There's a lot of people that are on the internet. By the way, for the people in the room, can you find this page that's got these apps on it? I want to make sure you've all got it, because I'm not going to cover the apps today. If I have a 3-hour seminar, I can go into some of these apps that everybody should put on their phone. But everybody on their phone should have Evernote. Evernote is one of the best used apps on the phone. And here's what I do. I click on Evernote, and I've got my daily to-do list right there. There's my daily to-do list. All the things that I want to do. Right there. It's all on my daily to-do list. I've got a programmer who works with me. And as soon as I think I need him to do some work, I put the note right in there. And what I do is I click on it. There's all my notes that I have for my program. In other words, what page is it on? Anybody?
We don't have those. We don't have those.
Yours is a little bit different. Yours is a little bit different.
No, we don't have them.
See? It's the apps that are on the phone. I want to make sure that you've got the apps. And for the people that are at home, there is a way to get a printout of everything that we're doing here today. In fact, I might show you right now. The people at home, I'm doing this for you and some people in the office. You click on the word seminar at ICIWorld.com, seminar. You click on that, and when you go down the page, I think it's see seminar and see where it says here handouts.
Yeah.
You click on handouts, and if you go down the page, I think there's the PowerPoint presentation. The PowerPoint presentation is here, okay? And we even have testimonials there too, have all kinds of things there. These are all handouts that you can get by clicking on handouts at the word seminars on ICIWorld, and you can get other handouts. Okay, let's continue on. I'm not going to cover these because it just takes up too much time, and because I've been talking about some other things, we're going to move on. But the phones are very exciting. We are in the mobile internet revolution right now, and for real estate, it's fantastic. Nowhere can you get, we never had information like this within our fingertips where you can pull up a list of shopping centers just within 3 seconds. I mean, this is incredible. We used to always have to file them in Chile. I sit in a car and file in a box. You tear them all up and file them, and that's what we used to do a long, long time ago. Okay, if anybody wants to know about any of those things, make an appointment. I'm happy to share it. Realtor.ca, all of these apps are being used by people in the real estate industry on a regular basis. And the top CCIM commercial apps, those are some of them right there. I'll cover the CCIM in a moment. And there's some information now on myself. So this is a little more formal part of the introduction where we can tell you this is a little bit of information on myself. And the reason I share this with you is to show that we have a good understanding of what's going on in the business. And I actually left selling the real estate business to study the internet, how I can make it into a worldwide service to benefit the whole industry. And we've literally done it. It's done it. It's working on a very small scale as far as I'm concerned. We only have 40,000 people. We don't have millions of people on it now. But someday, I think it should be. It should be there. It should be like, Facebook or Google. Somebody should pick up this service, or a company that wants to deal worldwide. We've got many exits. In fact, I even have a button on my Evernote, exit strategy. Okay, like how are we going to get somebody to continue the benefits to the industry, including making the first 1,000 people part owners of the service. I was thinking of doing that. We're not at 1,000 yet. And making some, I don't know how we're going to do it, but we got to do it for the benefit of you, the salespeople in the business. The worst thing I think could happen is I get tons and tons of advertising coming in here. I know people would want to do advertising, but maybe a mortgage company could end up buying it someday, and they'll have exclusive, and they can supply you mortgages. And so there's many different things that can happen. But let's just continue on here. CCIM, somebody was asking me about that. The courses are ongoing. There's a local chapter. I'm the past president of the chapter. We meet at the Toronto Real Estate Board on a regular basis. Nowhere can you get better information than you can for dealing in commercial real estate. I'm inviting every one of you to attend the meetings and to join the chapter. That's number one. Number two, every one of you should take the CI 101 course. If you want, you can mark it down, and you can learn more information by going to ccim.com, and you can go to the chapter website, which is ccimcanada.com. I'll repeat it, ccim.com. Everyone should take CI 101. Residential people, even if you're not thinking of commercial. How many people who do strictly residential and don't want to do commercial? I want to see if there's anybody. Okay. For those people, is a duplex commercial to you? A duplex or a triplex? Is that residential?
Yeah.
Well, it's commercial to us. So you're doing some investment already. That's an investment. Now, if you want to sell more investment properties, would it be good if you had some investment knowledge of how these properties make money? CI 101, everyone should take it. It will take the mystery out of commercial real estate. It'll show you the money that goes into a project, the money that comes out of a project, what happens when you own it, and how you make money. When you show a home or an investment property to someone, after you finish showing it to them, what do most people say? I want to think about it.
Yes.
Yes.
And if I think about it, then if I like it, I'll call you back. Do they call you back?
Never.
And I'm going to show you how to take control of that. If you take CI 101, it's called investment analysis. It shows the money that goes into a project. It analyzes the before tax and after tax consequences of investing in any income producing real estate, whether it's a duplex, triplex, a shopping center, a 100-unit apartment building, or a regional mall. You're going to understand what makes those things tick and how they make money. Secondly, you're going to understand how to show them a picture. You're going to do an analysis and you're going to fill in all the blanks. How much you bought it for, how much it costs to carry, what's the mortgage, what's the taxes, what's the insurance, everything else. And here's what you might be able to expect. And you can try to pro forma over the next 5 years. You can say, well, if the market goes up a lot, this is how much you would expect. If the market stays the way it is, this is how much you can expect. And if the market goes down, this is how much you could lose or break even. That's how I sold my first property. I came out of the course. I gave the person 3 choices. And at that time, I don't know if it was before or after. Has anybody here ever had 22% interest rates that they had to pay? You? Yeah. We got through it. We're still here. We're still here.
I have to
There's
go
a very
bankrupt.
few. 22%. I always said if the interest rate ever goes below 10%, buy everything you can. Everything. Buy as much as you can. Leverage. Get going. Because you're going to make money. Where did 90% of the millionaires in the world make their money?
Real estate.
In real estate. You know what sometimes we do? We're so busy helping everybody else. Sometimes we aren't helping ourselves. Right? Now, the CI 101 program is going to help you understand everything that goes in, and it's going to paint a picture. So when they leave that building, you're going to show them how they can make money. If the market goes really good and it goes up, this is how much you make. If it stays the way it is and you just pay your mortgage down regularly and it goes up a little bit and the rents just stay with the way the government says they can stay, this is how much you make. If things go bad, you want to see, are you going to lose the property? Is it going to cost you a negative cash flow, or are you going to break even? In my case, I came out of the course, never sold anything over $1 million. This was back in the 70s and 80s, where $1 million was a lot of money, not like today. And we came out of the course, and I showed the one building, and it showed him that, if you buy this building, even if things go bad, you're going to break even. You won't make anything. That's the risk. The risk was limited. A lot of people today, they're not buying for the return. What are they buying for?
Investment. They want to keep
What are they buying for? What's the word?
equity.
Equity, yeah, but they're buying for something.
Rental income.
Yeah, they're buying rental income.
Retirement. Future.
Leveraging basically.
Yes, those are all true, everything you're saying. But there's something important, security. They're buying for security. They know the bank is secure. How much what's the most you can get in the bank right now?
60,000.
How much?
60,000.
No, I mean,
But
interest rate.
interest rate.
3% maximum.
Where do you get 3%? Hey,
Maybe do something.
talk with him.
Do something.
Isn't it just 1.5%, 2%,
2%.
right? At the bank? Nobody wants to leave millions of dollars in the bank. Why not invest in real estate?
Now I have a question.
Question, go ahead.
CCIM courses, do you recommend in-class courses or online is fine?
You can do it online, but I absolutely recommend in class. There's nothing like the interaction with other people like this in the room. And the teacher himself got lots of personal anecdotes and stories, and they tell stories about how Like we have one teacher who has sold the largest apartment building in Canada. He's going to be in the room if he's one of the teachers. And you're going to be able to hear about these stories, how they did deals, how they met somebody. Case here with ICIWorld, we had a lady come on the service many, many years ago. Her name is Judy. And she had just she sold 3 little small buildings. And then over time, she got in the CCIM course as well. And she's a member of ICIWorld. And she had a little office building for sale for $2 million. And she got a buyer from out west who was looking for a property. She's a salesperson like us. Somebody calls you on the phone and says, well, I'm really not interested in that one, but I'm really looking for stuff in the $20 to $100 million range. That's it. If I ever find something, can I call you back? What's he going to say? Yes. Guess what? She found some things. How did she find it?
ICIWorld.
She did. How did she do it on ICIWorld?
Using
She had a buyer. What did she do with that buyer? She placed it as a want. $20 to $100 million office building in the GTA, basically. A mortgage broker called her one day. Says, do you really have a buyer? It's the internet. Who believes what's on the internet? The internet is a lot of garbage. So they didn't believe that she really had a buyer at first, but she showed him, the person that called, the mortgage broker, that she really did have a legitimate buyer. And there's a story behind that, how well she got to know the buyer. He says, I've got somebody that has a $75 million office building. Okay, confidentiality agreements, put them in place, don't tell anybody else, and go show it. And sure enough, she did. And within 2 years, she closed it. And I think it closed, she made $180,000. The salesperson like ourselves. And now she's selling other shopping centers in large buildings. You're going to see her on the network. Her name is Judy Casimir. She doesn't mind me mentioning it. She's also an AREA commercial real estate instructor. So if you take the commercial course, chances are it might be her that's teaching it as well. So those are how connections can be made. Okay, connections. CCIM, take the CI 101 course, get started, join the chapter, and start networking with everybody. That's the best, one of the good places I got started. I was doing residential properties for 20 years, selling new homes. Basically, I sold new homes, about one end a week, I call it. If I double end it, that's 2 ends. That's like 1 end each week, 2 weeks. I was selling 1 end a week for how many years? I'm losing track. Anyways, lots of years, 20 years. CCIM, LinkedIn, and all the social media, that's important. You talk about people getting traffic to your website. You want to tell people all about what's on your website, and you can do it through all the social media. That can trigger a lot of traffic for your website, social media. I'm also a mortgage broker as well, and I recently just got a designation, which is not even on here, called the CIPS. Anybody ever heard of that? How many people have heard of CIPS? Okay. Everyone else, can you mark it down? CIPS, Certified International Property Specialist. It's a good course for all of you to take. It helps you understand the culture and what's going on in the rest of the world, particularly when people come to this country. It helps you understand their culture in their country. And it's really good. And there's a big network of people with CIPS designations around the world. I think there are over 3,000. And it's going to help you do referrals all over the world as well. Oh, there she is there, Judy Casimir. These are some of the other people that are helping us grow the service. And they're all set up to do seminars. They can actually do the seminar that I'm doing today with this PowerPoint presentation that I'm doing with you today as well. Doris Perino, she works with Floyd Wickman as she's a certified trainer with Floyd Wickman. Anybody hear of Floyd Wickman?
Yes.
Okay, that's other good courses for you to take that helps you make money, measurable results, really
Is he
good
still
stuff.
teaching? No, he's too old.
No, he's still, as far as I know, he still teaches, but he's got a lot of instructors doing everything for him too. And if there's anybody here that could be an instructor doing what I'm doing, you speak to me afterwards as well, if there's anyone in here. And we follow the PowerPoint, and it's good to have your knowledge as a licensed real estate person to do that. Presently on ICIWorld, there's about 43 billion worth of real estate opportunities. There's about $11 trillion of buyers. There's so much money flowing around this service. It's unbelievable. And the reason we're here today is because the highest return on investment of any industry on the internet is for real estate, because one lead can make you $50,000, $5,000, $1,000, $3,000 in referrals, that kind of thing. But you need all of those listings on your website in order to trigger the leads. And how do you calculate a return on investment when somebody makes over $1 million on our service? We have people that have made over $1 million in commissions on our service. Mainly the people that are dealing in land are doing some of that. You can do businesses in your home country or in the old country, as well as in Ontario. So if you have somebody, and it could be in India, it could be any place in the world, you can call them up, and if there's something for sale there, you could put it on ICIWorld, get the lead, and if you get the lead, what are you going to do with the lead? Do a referral, okay? Start thinking referrals on this network. In fact, for the people that are part-time, you should be getting on this service. If you have a website that's triggering leads, every lead that takes 5 minutes to do, I don't care what business you're in, if you get a 5-minute phone call, you can handle a 5-minute phone call in any business that you're in. You don't even have to be in real estate, but you have to have a license to trade in real estate. You can be working in another job. Somebody calls you on a listing at your other job, and they say, well, I'm calling you off your website, listing number 367854, can you help me? And you're going to say, I will have someone get back to you. That's it. And take their name and number down. Go look up the broker who's got that listing and say, I have a lead for you. Is a 25% referral commission okay with you? That's it. And then I referral agreements. Is our broker of record here
No,
today?
we have it.
Okay, you got referral agreements. You use your regular referral agreements. Referring broker, receiving broker, name, phone number of the person and everything. That's it. That's a referral. Then you get a check in the mail. I did a seminar one time, and the person got the check in the mail the day that I was doing the seminar. He came in and he showed me a $6,000 check from doing a referral to somebody in Windsor. So it can happen, but you got to set yourself up. You know, marketing is a lot like fishing. If you don't put your line in the water, you have zero chance to catch a fish. Zero. You got to put the things out there on the internet and give people a chance. And putting those widgets. How many people here have a website? Okay. How many people here do not have a website? Okay. The websites from ICIWorld are free for 1 month. You have to have a membership with ICIWorld, and I have a little special, of course, when I do these seminars. But you have a website. They're free for 1 month. After 1 month, they're $1.99 for the whole. Actually, can I show that? Has everybody got the application form in front of them? Can I just use this for a second? Does everybody pull that up? Application. The fourth button on the right-hand side. Sorry, it's the third button on the right-hand side. Has anybody not got one of these? You don't have one yet? Hang on 1 second. I've got more here. Okay. There it is there. Anybody missing ones?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and maybe one for that next lady. Okay. Anybody else? Okay.
Thank you.
The third button on the left-hand side, or right-hand side, sorry, how much is the website?
$1.99.
$1.99 for the year Canadian. If you divide it by 12, what do you get? $16.50. That's it. Now, I told you before, our booth is one of the busiest at the show. So really, I like people to join before going to the truck show because it's so busy. And one of the reasons is we have a big statement up there that you could have a $30,000 website and it's not as powerful as these websites from ICIWorld. It's not the design and the pretty pictures. That's not, in my opinion, from a broker's point of view, that makes the website trigger leads. How many people have a pretty website and they're not getting enough leads? It's still the same problem. The problem is you need the listings. If you can have, for instance, on this website, we've got Florida homes and condos. You can actually have Florida homes and condos on your website because we're a world service. People can search it. And if somebody calls you on a $300,000 property in Fort Lauderdale, what are you going to do? Do a referral. Referrals are great. You know? And then you've got, you've got residential properties, you've got commercial properties. We even have FSBO links. And I'll explain that in a moment.
So what do you offer in 199? What is involved?
That's the hosting of the website.
Okay.
That's the
All the
hosting of the
listings
website.
will be in there.
So every time you use the ICI, the wants and haves.
Yes?
For each of those, are you paying extra?
No.
Or does the membership cover everything?
The membership basically covers everything except for the hosting of the website and the domain name you have to pay separate, which is approximately $12 per year.
What?
A domain name.
Or domain?
www dot something.
Right.
Those cost like 12 to 15 bucks a year.
So it's
That's it.
$199
There's
plus
no other
cover.
charges on ICIWorld for anything.
Okay.
Okay. It's a society of real estate brokers and salespeople, and we it's like an automobile club membership. We include a lot of things in the membership all the time.
So it covers designing and everything?
Pardon me?
Designing and everything is covered?
The complete designing, it's a turnkey. We totally design this website for you. We put the link, would you like to have the Toronto Real Estate Board listings MLS search from your website? We do that for you. We're an official supplier, registered with TREB for many, many years. We install the TREB MLS so people can search the MLS, people can search the exclusive listings, people can search the commercial listings, they can search it all.
IDX and all, everything is involved.
Pardon me?
IDX, like directly.
The IDX link is included. I'm installing it. I've had some people, they paid $800 to have the IDX link installed on their website. We do it for you. It's included in your membership. Okay? And how do you do all of this stuff? You must make an appointment. You make a 1-hour appointment, and we get right to work. I'm busy building the website. I've got you fixing the website in the background. And then the website is made by a company called Point Two. Has anybody ever heard of Point Two? Okay, Point Two is a company from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. They have helped create over 300,000 real estate websites for professionals like yourself and myself. ICIWorld is an official distributor of the website. We are an official educator of the website, and we are also a first line of support. You end up with 2 lines of support. You can call them and you can call us. I like to do the most important things on the website. If you want to add pictures and stuff like that, I might have you call them to do that. They can show you. But to install the exclusive widget, we want to do that. We want to do the most important things on the website. And then to upgrade the website, you can upgrade it by buying some pictures if you want to and have pictures. I'm going to show you examples of them in a minute. Okay, so I'll be showing you that in a moment. Okay, let's move on. Now, I'd like everyone to do this, and this is important because you're taking your busy time out today, and I want to show you that you're not wasting your time. Can you bring up the app again on your phone? And click on the word more. The word more brings up the next page. And what does the 4th item down say?
Testimonials.
Testimonials. Please click on that now.
Sorry, what's the app again?
It's the ICIWorld app. You go to the App Store, anybody that doesn't have it, and I search ICIWorld. But for everyone else, what's the 4th button?
The testimonials.
Have you got it there as well? Testimonials? Please click on it. Go down the page until you start to see some pictures, please. Go past all of the printing and go right to a picture of someone. And who's the first picture there?
Sam.
I've got Kuldip Bassi from Tri-City, but it doesn't matter.
I got to go to
Everybody,
Channel
it could change, it could change. But I want you to read some of these slowly right now. Just read them slowly. Okay, you gotta wait until the loading there, is it? All of the people at home do the same thing. You pick up your phone, install the app, and go to the testimonials. And you can see restaurants sold, leased, several properties last year. I've written over $5 million of deals. And a lot of these people, they started just like you right now, right from scratch. And we're not happy unless you're either doing a deal every 90 days or triggering leads to do deals every 90 days. And that's how you measure your success or lack thereof. If you're not doing deals or getting leads, you should give us a call. Never let your membership go longer than 90 days. And there's even testimonials you'll see. In fact, when you come, it's like a big family gathering around our booth at the Toronto Real Estate Board show as all the members are coming by and saying hello. It's just wonderful because to me, you're my business family. I have my own family, my personal family, and I have my business family. And so to me, this is the family of realtors that we belong to. So those are the testimonials I wanted to show you from all these companies. They've all done deals through the service. This is exciting for people that are worried about going after FSBOs. You'll see that 9% of FSBOs actually sold without an agent. That means that 91% sold with an agent. So even though you see for sale by owner signs, 90% of those for sale by owner signs are actually getting sold by real estate people like yourself. And I have something very special for you today. In the whole industry, it's just wonderful because it can lead to nothing but success when I'm about to show you. And for people that have not had success, I'm going to show you the reason why and fix it. But we're going to take a moment now to just go over a few quick highlights of what's happening on ICIWorld. There's over 30,000 listings. 75% of them are not on MLS. Commercial, residential, properties coming for sale, FSBOs, assignments, and more. There's 2 databases, and I'm going to show you that right now. When you go to ICIWorld, you're going to notice up at the top here that it says here for the public. And when I click on for the public, there's several things that the public can do. They can search just like you. They can also add their haves and wants. What's that say? Absolutely free. Hold your breath. I'm going to click on add haves and wants, and you'll see how they can add their listings absolutely free. Now, when they add their listings absolutely free, it goes into a database number 2. I'm going to click on that database number 2 on the word world. These listings are coming in from the public. Now, I am going to try to click on that listing. Somebody has some space here. I'm going to click on that. And I can't click on it. Who are the only people that can click on it? The members who are all licensed real estate brokers and salespeople. In other words, the public cannot join our service. Only, it's the same membership basically as a real estate board when you think about it. Okay, that's how that works. You can, when you're a member, you will have access to all of that. All right, let's move on. There's 2 data streams, commercial and residential. We've been doing commercial for 20 years, but 3 years ago we started to get into residential. Every broker likes it. We're doing it. We learn how to separate them out, and you can search residential now as well. Right now there's approximately 40,000 monthly readership and growing. The public calls you directly on your ads. There's 20,000 subscribers receive the daily listings, and there's about 1,500 brokers that display those ads that you see right there, and it should be up to 2,000 in a short while. 18,000 pages display the information on the internet. There's 138 countries of people coming in here, and the mobile website's unbelievable. The mobile website's the way it's just taken off. It's just wonderful. We do presentations at the Mississauga Real Estate Board, such as you see here. Brampton Real Estate Board here. And of course at the Toronto Real Estate Board Realtor Quest. Nowhere can you see so many products and services. Look at that, all in one day as you can at that show. And there's all kinds of deals because once a year, everybody puts their best deal on at that show of whatever it is. Question?
So I had a question. You were explaining when some public is trying to search that data.
Yes?
On your site, they can't go through because they're not registered members, right?
Yeah, the question is the public, when they try to search database 2, they cannot do it. What they have to do to get information is to contact a member of the service, and they can look it up by going to the member roster.
Okay.
Okay, so they have
Select
to,
anyone, right?
that's right.
From there.
that's right. So they have to get a hold of a member broker.
Whoever you like.
You'll see, we're actually also on the front page of all these major trade publications. Now, I'm going to show you, and we're able to do this. Instead of spending the money on a lot of overhead, we're going to do some of these things. We're going to put ads right on the front page, commercial exchange. What does that mean? That means if somebody goes there and they see your want because they saw this, they had a medical building for sale, they'd like to go see, well, what's going on. Then they see your want, they call you. And you go show it and you make $50,000. All because it's on the front page. So what I did, I took the front page on this one too. Commercial real estate, exclusive real estate opportunities for the public daily to search free. In other words, I'm like a salesperson for each and every one of you. Our service is really like that, right? Because this drives traffic to the website, and if they go to the website, they see your listings, they can give you a call. And we're on the front page. Now, when I talk to these people here with all the trade publications I'm doing, just for the 3 of them that I'm doing, there's a 300,000 readership just doing this. So it's really pretty neat when you think about it. We're not just doing the internet, okay? I call it belly to belly on the street. There's an example of some of the ads going on. One person sees an ad, bingo. All those testimonials, that's how they're all coming. People are finding out about it. Okay, and also on the internet. We're going to step up our Google advertising budget. I had a 2-hour meeting with Google yesterday. Just really a good, solid meeting. One of the best meetings I've ever had with them, to be doing more directly with them too, on your behalf. Because basically, I'm like a manager of the service, managing it on your behalf when I think about it. Now, here's the important point of coming to this meeting today, and I'm going to go over some of the things we already talked about to reinforce how you can make a lot of extra money. How to work exclusive real estate information provides a lot more opportunities for you than you presently have on a real estate board. And how to work some of the inventory. This becomes your inventory on the internet when you work exclusive information. And you put information in a newspaper, and it's here today and gone tomorrow, and it's very, very expensive. But you can do it on this service because it's priced so economical. It actually works out to less than 1/10 of a cent per day. It's ridiculous how cheap it really costs when you think about it. You read the testimonials of the deals the way it's going. The other problem anybody has with working exclusive information is that there's no control, but there is a way, and I'm going to show it to you now. Now, this service got reinforced by a book that I read. Oopsie daisy. It was called Business at the Speed of Thought. Let me go back to here. Where was it? Hang on one second. Business at the Speed of Thought. Let me just go back here one second here. Can I go back with the, yeah. If you can take a thought out of your brain and put it on the internet where the whole world can see your thought, they can call you. Each of you had a thought. You had a thought that you have a property coming for sale. That's a thought. It's not a listing. Every listing that you get is actually a thought before you get the listing. Am I right or wrong? It's a thought. We're dealing in thoughts on ICIWorld. It's all about thoughts when you think about it. That's why I call it information service. I'm trying to explain what an information service. It could be a lot of things. There's even things being discovered that I don't even know. So these thoughts coming for sale, you can now put it on ICIWorld where people can see it. And they call you up. And you got clients ready to show that property the moment you get it listed. Isn't that neat? Or somebody calls you on a restaurant. Restaurant owner says, yeah, I'd like to sell my property, but I don't want anybody to know about it. So I'm going to show you 3 special questions. And when I do, you should take your cameras out on your phone and you should take a picture of these 3 questions that are coming up. These 3 questions can help you make money the rest of your life. Here goes. That's Bill Gates talking to Warren Buffett. I talked to Warren Buffett. He was at the CCIM International Convention here a few months ago, and he was the guest speaker right there. And Bill Gates talked to him back in the early 1990s that there's now a way that you can network your information worldwide. Look at how much it costs to put these ads in the newspaper. That's a lot of money. There's one industrial broker, he spent $50,000 spreading his information across Canada in the late 1990s, and he put his information on ICIWorld and got more action out of that, he said, than out of his $50,000. That's amazing because of the internet. The internet was amazing. I got into it in the early 1990s. I started to hear the internet coming, but now we can network worldwide. Everybody can see this information worldwide. That's amazing. It's wonderful. Let's move on. You can work FSBOs, open listings, exclusive listings, builders, expired listings coming for sale quietly. And I went right by it. Hang on. Here it is, people. I would get your cameras out, whatever you have to do to take a picture of that. This is one of the highlights of today's session, is these 3 questions. And we're going to go through it, and we're also going to be testing you in a moment as well. So, somebody says to you, I'd like to sell my property, but I don't want to give you a listing. The first question is, what's the first question?
Why not?
Will you pay me a commission?
Will you pay me a commission? Hang on. Is that the question, will you pay me a commission?
No.
The answer, no, is correct. What is the first question?
Will you pay me a commission? If I
If I bring you a buyer. You know, we've had some people on ICIWorld that didn't make money. And they said, I don't want to rejoin, I didn't make any money. And I said, why not? Problem. Here I am, I'm trying to help them make money and it's working. And so I said, did you learn the 3 questions? They said, yeah, I know the 3 questions. I says, what's the first question? He says, I asked them, will you pay me a commission? And they said, no. That's what all for sale by owners tell you. No, I don't want to list with you. I don't want to pay a commission. I don't want to. But if you say, if I bring a buyer, what do they all say?
Yes.
90% of them are selling through brokers. If I bring a buyer. That's a big difference. That's why I spent 1 year, this was not in red printing. This was just black. And I didn't make it, emphasize it like I'm emphasizing it today to you. It took us 1 year to learn we should have been emphasizing that to you. Okay? There's a big difference. If I point it out, then you understand it, then you'll do it. But if I didn't point it out, you might not do it. Second question is, you ask them, will you give me a 48-hour listing to show the property once I have a buyer? So I asked this person, what's the second question? He says, well, I was asking them for a 48-hour exclusive listing. What are they going to say? No. They just finished telling you, I got it for sale privately. I'm trying to sell it privately. I don't want to give you a 48-hour exclusive listing. But once I have a buyer, I have to have something to cover my showing. I recommend, and I'm sure your broker agrees, because all the brokers that I do this with, you should never show a property without having an agreement, a listing agreement in place. Does everyone agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So even though we have 30,000 exclusive listings on ICIWorld, it doesn't mean that we don't put an agreement in place first before showing a property or divulging an address to someone. Okay? So we're going to work thoughts. We're going to work information. But we're not going to give them the address. We're not going to tell them which one it is. And when they want to see it, we got to put an agreement in place first. In Lake Tahoe, you can go skiing in one day and go swimming in the water on the same day. Beautiful area. Anybody been there, by the way? Isn't it gorgeous?
Yes.
Absolutely gorgeous. A lot of movie star homes all up and down the mountains, right to the top. A lot of the properties being sold up there, movie star properties and sports figures, they're being sold this way. You don't want to give a listing to people. But if you bring me a buyer, we can show it and I'll pay you a commission. And the third question, what is it?
Yeah, advertise it.
May I advertise your property, but I'm
Without
going to
disclosing
do
the
it
address.
without the address. And the reason we say that is because of this. RICO. According to RICO, and you and I, we are all registrants in this room, you shall not include anything in an advertisement that could reasonably be used, and the key word is identify. And I'm going to be testing you on this in a moment. Because I want to make sure you understand it. And we haven't had any problems. We've been doing this for over 20 years, 23 years now. Since 1994, we were the first real estate company on the internet in 1994 doing this. Specific real estate, unless the owner of the real estate has consented in writing. So if you're going to give an address to somebody, you must have consent of the owner in writing. You got that? But if I say I have a $1 million property in the GTA, 6% cap rate or something, or a $1 million home with a single car garage and ground level family room, I can say that as long as you don't give an address. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, we're going to test you. Here goes. Now, when somebody asks you for the address, you can make this kind of a statement. In this particular case, we have to put an agreement in place first. But if you like, you come to my office on Saturday. I'll make an arrangements for you to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Friday, if you want to take a picture of that, go ahead too. And then on Friday, you go get yourself a 48-hour exclusive listing. And that's how that works. Okay? One more. Okay? Now, coming for sale. You're coming for sale. Somebody calls you on your coming for sale. In this particular case, we have to put an agreement in place first, but if it's okay with you, I'll put you on a list. And then once we have the agreement signed, I'll give you a call, and then you can come through on the first open house or so. Now, let's go for the test now. Mississauga restaurant, does that give it away? Do you know which restaurant that is?
No.
No. If I said it was at the corner of Dundas and Hurontario Street,
Yes.
does that give it away?
Yes.
Yeah.
How many?
No.
There's three answers. The first answer is yes, the second answer is no, and the third answer is I don't know. How many people don't know? 3.
Actually, yeah.
Okay? 4. How many people think it does not give it away? Okay? And how many people think it does give it away? Okay. The does give it away is the right answer. The reason is this. If somebody goes to the corner of Hurontario and Dundas Street, there could be maybe 3 restaurants there.
Exactly.
How long would it take to talk to the owner, those 3 owners of those 3 restaurants? How long would it take?
10 minutes.
Half an hour, whatever. Right? Now, if the restaurant is $350,000, the commission can easily be 10%, people. 10% on businesses. Why do some of the guys work in businesses? That's one of the reasons why. $35,000. Okay? $35,000. And if you say too much information, people can end up going direct on you and talking directly to the owner.
Yeah.
That $35,000, that can put your kids through school. Maybe for 1 year in university.
Mm-hmm.
It can buy a car. It can buy a lot of things. Yes. Question, go ahead.
Oh, what happens if the restaurant owner will not divulge these,
If the owner will not what?
divulge
Divulge.
the information? He might not, he might not want to tell anybody who comes in
I'm
there.
talking about actual for sale by owners. These are people that you can call. You can call people in Kijiji and ask them these 3 questions. People that already want to sell, but they don't want to give you a listing. I'm calling them for sale by owners.
Okay.
Okay? Now, and if somebody doesn't want to give you the information, then you're out of luck. They don't want to give it to you, don't know why, but just about everybody has a problem. The reason they're selling the properties, they have a problem. They want to get out. They want to move someplace else. And you got a buyer? Well, I want my $700,000. You better get your commission on top. You say, okay. So you make your commission 735,000 you try to get, right? Okay, and that's what you try to get. How about the next one, Toronto Triplex? Does that give it away?
No.
If I say it's at the corner of Ossington and Bloor next to the Pizza, does that give it away?
Absolutely.
Good. Now we're going someplace. Stay with me because I got something else I'm going to be showing. Most of the owners will give you permission to do this kind of stuff. Hang on 1 second. Okay, next. How many people think this gives it away? Number one. How many people say no, it doesn't? How many people don't know?
Lindsay is what? An area?
I'm talking about, does that give it away?
It gives away.
Yes.
Okay, you think it gives it away? Anybody think it doesn't give it away?
First of all, is Lindsay a street?
Pardon me?
No, Lindsay.
It's a city.
It's a city.
Oh, okay.
Okay, how many people don't know?
How many?
Okay, so everybody's got a good hunch of what it is? The answer is yes, it does give it away. Why? There's only one Esso gas station. So I'm teaching you to be a detective. If you can be a detective and figure out, am I giving too much information away? Because you're going to be the ones putting the ads on ICIWorld. Okay?
So how would you state that then? I mean, just
How would
say
you
a
state
gas
it?
station? Gas station, just a gas station.
I'm glad you're asking. That's the most important thing is to ask questions. You could say, branded gas station, 1 hour to Toronto.
Or small gas station in a small city or small town.
Yes, you can. You can do that. Okay? We like to reference it to a large city because we're dealing with people in 130 countries of the world. Everybody's heard of Toronto. So why not say reference it to Toronto?
Yes.
Okay? Let's move on. Okay, how about this one? Brantford Shopping Center, $30 million.
That's
Gives away.
Gives it away. Why?
only couple.
There's only a couple, maybe only, that's the only one.
Yes.
Gives it away. How about this one though? Brantford Retail Plaza, $500,000.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's probably okay, because there's lots of plazas around 500,000. Okay? So you can be the judge of that. Okay, very good, people. Let's move on. Okay, so that covers exclusive information. If you're not working exclusive information, I feel it can help you and your family and make yourself money for your family by working exclusive information, and I will help you do that. And I want you to remember this when you do your first deal. Please give me a call when you got the check in your hand. I don't want to hear just the leads you get because I know everybody gets leads. I want to hear the deals that you did. And I like to be one of the first to congratulate you.
I'll take you to dinner.
And my wife and your wife.
Yes.
So, I like it. But I'll go any place you want. Your favorite restaurant.
Anywhere you want.
And I get all kinds of members doing that with me. Really. I
And
really
I'll come
enjoy
with you guys.
Huh?
That's for
Okay, let's talk about these widgets now.
I'm free also.
I'm gonna show you these widgets now that you can have on your website. It doesn't matter what website you have, we support all websites here. Let me move on. Okay, widgets they're called, and we support all websites. Whether you have, it doesn't matter the make of your website, whoever makes it, you can have the links and they can be installed on your website. They're meant to go on all websites. We have over 30 website companies that install the links from ICIWorld. In some cases, we've done a conference call where your website company, if it was Web4 Realty, or there's all kinds of companies. Sometimes I do a conference call with them to make sure they know how to install them. And if you need a hand, we kind of help you do that as well. But we're going to get these widgets onto your website. We send you an email of the instruction. You forward the instruction to your website designer, and that's it. It's done. It's one email instruction to you. You forward it to your website designer, whoever it is. They install it. However, much like a doctor, if you have an operation, you should have a follow-up appointment. You should have a follow-up appointment with us, and we'll go over your membership and we'll go over the widgets to make sure that they are installed properly. A recent problem we had, has anybody ever heard of SSL? Anybody?
Yeah.
Who's heard of it? Okay. SSL, they know about it. It's called a secure socket layer. It's a new level of security for everybody on the internet. So when we supplied the widgets to a lot of our members, it was http://www. Okay?
Yes.
Except that because of all this security going on in the internet, we're having to adopt it. All of our links now can be either the HTTP or it can be the https://www. etc. I'm going through this for the first time. I don't know who else is going through it, but we're going through it. This is cutting edge technology and we're on the front. You got a broker on the front of this technology to make it all work for you. I never started as a computer person. I was a broker for many years, but learning this stuff to make it apply. I've been manager and I've been owners of a franchise in the past. I've always enjoyed working with salespeople and helping motivate and get things going. So now we've got these other things. People got to check their websites. If anybody's listening to this online later, check your website. Make sure the links on ICIWorld are working on your website, because if you added an HTTPS, an SSL certificate to your website, you will need to get the new link. Actually, you don't even need the new links. All you have to do is add the letter S to the HTTP that you've got on your website. We have 6 links that can go on everybody's website. We have specialty links. If you want a waterfront link, if you want a medical link, all of these can be special links that you can put on your website for your customers. So if your customer goes and sees one of the 100 medical buildings that are available here, they might give you a call. And bingo, you go show property and you make money. You can have more than one website because websites are like billboard, and for $16.50, why not? So you can, I suggest that everyone keep their websites, even if you're not making money on it yet. Give us a chance to show you how to promote your website, and maybe we can help you promote it. And when you put the links on your website, here's one of the big things that happens. In fact, I'm going to actually show you an example. Let me see if I can show an example right now. I only got time for one example, but let's see if we can do it right now. Somebody's phone is ringing. Hang on. Oh, it's down here. Here we are. Let me just click on this one here. Oh, no, there it is over there. Hang on. Everyone with Century 21 has this page on the internet. Is that correct?
Right. Yes.
Everybody's got this.
Yes.
And that's good. You should keep it. You can put the links to ICIWorld on your website. And how you do it, this is a good example right here. What does this say right there? Search Commercial Ontario. Okay? And I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And up comes his $16.50 website. Okay? And when you click on Search Ontario, you've got all this choice on your screen. Now, people can search by city. And if I clicked on Brampton and did a search, bingo, look at all. Can you read the printing from the back there? Can you? You've got good eyes. How's that? A little bit even better?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to have these listings on your website?
Yep. Yes.
I'm going to show you how easy it is today to do that. Here's the big deal. Nobody can click on these numbers. You can't click on them. We made it that way on purpose. When you remember, nobody can click on these listing numbers. Okay? This one here. Nobody can click on that. So if somebody is interested in one of these properties, this bungalow, for instance, they actually have to call you for more information. They have no choice. Now, with the MLS is still the backbone of our business. But if somebody goes and sees a picture on the MLSs all have the addresses, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Also listing brokerage.
And the listing brokerage.
Yeah.
And if they see the address, is it possible that, I'm talking about new customers that don't know you. Your customers, they're going to call you up and give you 4 MLS numbers that they'd like to see this weekend. That's your customers. I'm talking about somebody that's new to your area, to your website, that you managed to get the traffic to your website. They see a listing and it's on MLS. Is it possible that if they see the address that maybe they might want to drive by the property first before calling you?
Yes.
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 Yeah? And if they drive by the property first before calling you, is it possible they see the for sale sign from the other broker
Yes.
And if they see the for sale sign from the other broker, is it possible they call the other broker?
Yeah.
And then when the other broker does a deal, does the other broker call you back and say thank you?
Actually, give them a better
That's not how it works. All right, it works a little bit differently, but it's still good. If you got a listing, you're controlling the market. We always said if you have listings, you control the market. So that's good for that. In this particular case, we're taking information. Now, there's a big advantage to the public to do this. When we can have the real estate industry magnify it by 100,000 people that are registered with the Canadian Real Estate Association, if they could bring all of this other exclusive information out of the woodwork, all the for sale by owners, all of the potential sales, and put them on an information listing service, it's good for the people that are with it for sale by owners, but it's also good for the buyers and sellers because there's more information becomes available than just with the one real estate board service. Does everybody agree or disagree? Agree. Okay. Would you like this service to be free provided by your real estate board?
Yes.
Okay. When you, does everyone, can you, somebody hand out this, before you leave today, can somebody just hand these out to everyone? Can I ask? Do you mind? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's an evaluation form on this particular seminar. What you think of it, and before you leave today, in consideration of me coming here for my time, I would like you to put that out before you leave today and leave it with me, a little survey on what you think. It takes about 1 minute to do, and I want to thank you. It helps me to design this in the future as well going forward. So now you have the website, and you can do, oops, there's, I don't know who's doing that, but let me, I'm going to have to, I don't know who it is, but I'm going to mute everyone so that that sound doesn't come through. Okay. All right. Now, you're going to see that there's keyword searching. And keyword searching, look at that. Hotels, motels, gas stations. Anybody want to see any of those? There's all the keywords that are coming up that you can have on your website. It's a link. Okay, can you see that? And then, who was asking for shopping centers? Somebody here was asking for shopping centers. Look at this. Would you like to have, I'm going to click on shopping centers. This can be on your website. You will have 270 shopping centers from $59 million on down. You tell me if that isn't fantastic.
That is.
Now, let's say somebody is interested in this one right here, 3.5 million. They're going to try to click on that number. They cannot do it. They have to call you for more information. And I'll be showing you how you can look that up, call the other broker. You can get the UREA referral forms, and I think Treb has them too. If you walk in the front door of Treb on the right-hand side, there's got referral forms.
Yeah, we have it online.
You've got them online as well. That's right too, I keep forgetting. Okay, so that's how the commercial works. Now let's show you how, let's see if he's got the residential here. He's got search commercial, search GTA. He's got some other ones down here, but that's all I have. Oh, there's residential here too. Let me, oh, he doesn't have that linked working. Okay, so there's something we can improve his website on. We can actually make a link that he can actually go there. But I like to show.
These links don't stand out much though. They're very, like, kind of, like, hard to find on
his website. Yeah, it's up to you to hide. That's true. Some people that maybe are not getting, if they're not getting the leads, it's because the links are not highlighted. I agree with you 100%. That's a good point, by the way. But let's go to his main commercial. This is the site here. What we do with a website is to make sure that residential and commercial are highlighted right up at the top. We recommend everybody have a residential link and a commercial link. Do you like that idea?
Yes.
On the residential, I'm going to show you how the search MLS works. It works. We're the ones that built this website and then installed this for him. People know how to search here, right? I don't have to show you that.
Yes.
Okay. The next thing under residential is the point two homes people also have members that belong to it that are also real estate people. And you're going to see the homes come up on the page. Okay? Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Now, when people want to click on one of these, and I'll just click on, I don't know, I'll click on maybe this one here just for fun. Up comes the picture, and this is going to be your picture on the right-hand side with your phone numbers. And if people are interested in this home, they can see all these beautiful photos that are coming up here. And it's mobile. Watch this. See if I can get this going nicely for you. This is a mobile website. In other words, people can be looking on their mobile phone with your website. And I'm telling you now, the marketing plan from ICIWorld is to get you, each and every one of you, to get your website onto the phones and mobile devices of all your family, friends, and customers. Question?
I just have a question. So in this case, this listing, does it belong to this person?
That's correct.
It does.
It does not belong to him.
It doesn't. So
No.
is that legal then? That
Yes.
the listing agent and
Yes, it's the same as MLS. You have MLS on your website. They've got similar type agreements where the other broker has agreed to allow their listings to
It's a
be on
handshake
your
agreement.
website. It's called a handshake in the case of this case. On ICIWorld, at the end of every single listing, and it took us 3 years to do it, to turn it all over before we could actually do it. 3 years, at the bottom of every single listing, there's a question. Will you allow your listing to be advertised on other brokers' websites? You have a choice to say yes. You have a choice to say no. I think out of 30,000 listings, there's probably about 200 or 300 that they've said no.
And those ones won't show up here?
No.
So everything that shows up here has been already signed?
They've already been agreed to. Okay, so now there's your picture, there's your phone number, and that's how it looks on a mobile device. On a mobile device, you'll see this little hamburger button up at the top. It's this hamburger button that people have all the choices for. And you'll see they can search the MLS. They can search the homes that I just showed you, but they can also search the residential haves and wants, which comes up. Now he's got the old one. This is the old one here, but I'm going to click on it, Brampton, and the old one isn't set up for the mobile device. We've got a new link for mobile devices, okay? And it's not coming up here because he's got the old one. If we go to the commercial, let me go to World Commercial. Oh, everyone can recognize this. This is the commercial link, but we have one exactly like this for the residential. He just doesn't have it yet. And if Aubrey, you hear me, you should be calling us to get it changed. Okay, and I'm going to click on Search Database. Click on the OK, and up comes the information. I think it should be a little bit bigger there. We've just made the printing larger. Just to last shortly so people could read it. So there's a lot of tweaking. There's a lot of things going on constantly. It's been a big challenge, and we're writing a book about all of this stuff. And I'm also writing a book where it's going to have stories of some of the other industry and some of the things they've gone through. Okay, so that's how that works. Somebody tries to click on one of these, and they can't do it. They have to call you for more information. Now, one of the things I'd like to show you is how the links work. The links work really kind of neat. In other words, let's say somebody's looking for, I'm going to use this as an example, a $30 million home. I'm going to do a search here and go to residential. I'm going to search them by price. I'm going to, by the way, we can hear you in the kitchen, whoever that is. Somebody's cooking. Actually, probably somebody just came in. I can mute them. Hang on. There we go. I've muted them, so that's okay. They can continue listening in. All right. We come up here, and I'm going to sort everything by price. Here we go, residential. Okay, so that's good. And let's go price search, and go up here, and there's one here. I'm going to click on that one. Actually, I'd like to open that into a new window. Right click, see if I can open it in a new window. No, can't do it from here. Okay, click on it. And then you'll see how they have stories and more details. We have buttons that, for instance, this helps to sell Toronto to the world, what I'm showing you here. You can put links in your listings. 1 second, open the link in a new window. We suggest that you put links like this in your listings because this helps to sell your properties to the world. It helps to sell Toronto, how nice Toronto is, by putting links like this. And if you're in Mississauga or you have a property in another city, you can be actually putting them in another city and putting them on here. But I'd like to show you how you can be linking to the photos of the property. And this happens to be one of his presentations on this particular property in Toronto here. And he's got a video up here. We're going to click on it. And you can see how you can be putting links to videos, links to graphics, links to stories. I don't know if it'll play because I don't know if it's going to come through there or not. Okay, so there is music in the background here. It's not playing because I've got the conference microphone connected and bypassing the speakers from here. But it shows how quickly people can be getting information on your properties. In other words, when you put a property on here, if you have the property on your website, you can put a link to your website. This is the beginning of driving traffic to your websites. Some people say, well, the last deal I did was from my website. I says, did you find out how the people got to your website? When they found out, it was from ICIWorld. They clicked on the link, they go to your website. So we're driving anything you do on ICIWorld. We're all about driving traffic and sending traffic to your website. And that's what this does. Okay, we're going to wrap it up here in the next few minutes. On your screen, anybody that's interested in joining today, I got something very extra special for you. If you could pull up your form today. What you do is, where can I put it here? Oh yes, we've got 2 staplers here. If you're interested, you fill in the credit card number, and there's a stapler. You put your business card and staple your business card onto the. If you're interested in joining today, you put your credit card down there. Oh, by the way, how much does it cost?
$71.20.
Okay, it's normally how much?
$319.
$319 is how much it normally costs. Today, we're doing a special, and I'm actually going to do a Realtor Quest special for you today. The Realtor Quest special is going to be the $240 that you see on the page here, and it's 18 months service. Got that? All you have to do is put your credit card number on here and you staple your business card here at the top. You got that?
Okay, I have a question. If I propose to give you a check later.
That's fine. We can talk about that. But I got something else even more special, if I may. I got something else even more special and I don't want you to miss it, okay? You just have to staple your business card. Everybody understand that?
Yeah,
put your credit card.
I don't have business card yet.
Okay, well, you can fill it in your case, that you don't have.
Just plus, in case we want to go with the website, so this plus the website.
You just sign it up there and the website you tell us in the appointment and we will automatically make another, it's a separate appointment. Everybody can use 1 hour with us over the internet. If you're getting a website, you need a separate hour. If you ever need more time, you just make an appointment. You can have as much time as you want. But tell you the truth.
Are these hours paid for?
What?
The appointments.
The appointments are all included. Or it is included. Okay?
The website money is separate.
But the website money is separate. It's free for 1 month.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of 1 month, after you have the website totally up and running the way you like it, if you like it, you can keep it. You have 2 choices to keep the website. One is $19 per month, no contract. The other way is $199 for the whole year. If you divide it by 12, works out to $16.50. All right, you understand that? And everybody today gets how many months? 18 months. For how much? $240 plus HST. The HST, the $31, you're going to get the HST back at the end of the year. You keep the receipt. And then with your tax for Canada Revenue, That's a tax deductible amount, so the actual amount is even probably $160 or
So
something.
you give
Anyways,
something-
I got one more thing for you, very, very special, that I've got to show you. If you don't see it, you'll miss it. Let me go here. Let's see, where the heck did I put it? Okay, I'm just gonna type it in, hang on. Okay. Have a look, people. This is unbelievable what I've been able to do for everyone here. On the screen, you're gonna see something called, and I'm calling it the ICIWorld Corporate Plus Card. It's a VIP Corporate Plus Card. It's up here in the corner. I don't know if you can read that. Up there. The ICIWorld Society Executive Membership Corporate VIP Card. Okay? You will all get it. The cards are not ready, but if you come to Realtor Quest, we're going to give it to you. What does it do? It's literally hundreds of dollars in discounts and savings, entertainment, on food, on travel. For instance, if anybody wants to go to Canada's Wonderland, I think they charge, what, $80 a ticket or something to go? It's like a 50% discount. So if you had 5 members in the family, you can save $40 times 5. That would be like $200 savings just with this Corporate Plus card. You all are going to get the Corporate Plus card. That's also included in your membership. By the way, you're the first ones that we're announcing this to. And we're announcing this at Treb Realtor Quest as well. Okay? All right, let's wrap it up here. Cineplex, anybody go to the movies? You get 10% on movies, 10%. You get 10% on all kinds of things, 15 and 25% on some things as well. I'm just going to move through this now quickly because I backed it up a little bit. We've seen all of this stuff here. Oopsie daisy, I didn't want to click on him. And we're going to wrap it up here. Okay, and finish it off with, oopsie daisy, doing the same thing there. Somehow I got behind. Oh yeah, how to promote your website. You already know about that. There's a session on every day at 8 o'clock. You go to our events page and you can click on it. Know our pledge. This is important for me to know, for you to all know this. No one should go longer than 90 days without either doing a deal or at the very least triggering leads that you feel will lead to doing deals. If you're not getting leads, you got to give me a call. And then I'm going to go over things with you. I'm going to say, have you tried to ask those 3 questions to somebody? Have you tried? You know, because we want to get you all up to 15 pieces of information working on the internet. Not 0, 1, or 2 on the Toronto Real Estate Board. You're limited on what you can do. But with information, you've got a chance to trigger leads and do deals. That's one important thing for you to know. Next, the feedback survey form, just you can turn them in at the front when you're finished. I really appreciate that. And now you get the special, that's where it is. And you just have to turn in your forms at the end of the show here. If there's, and there's the Corporate Plus card, the information on it. You all get your own number. And we have a referral program that if you get someone else to join, because your renewal will be $319, but if you get someone else to join, we reduce your membership renewal fee to $240 if you can get one other person to join.
Now the renewal, is that automatic or?
The new person who joins has to mention your name.
No, our renewal after 18 months. Is that automatic or?
No, it's not automatic.
If all of these will be by referral.
You have to put in your credit card number all over again and go through the steps. Okay, but
if all of these will be by referrals.
I'm sorry?
If all of these people over here will be by referrals.
Oh, you're thinking. We also have a $30 a month plan if somebody wants that. Like if you want to start for $30 a month, you can. Okay. Now let's go on further. Okay, so that's that for today. Now I'm going to hang up on this. Thank you, people online. We're going to, by the way, all the people online, I'm going to show you something very special that everyone can do, and you can even do it right now, the people that are in the room. There is a way that you can actually join online. We've set up something very special at some place called, I'm introducing it at the show, NREILS.com. Here we go. I don't know if everybody can type that in, NREILS.com. Can everybody type that in on their mobile phones? NREILS.com. And then show me your screen once you get it. And what it should look like, that's what it should look like. Everybody at home too that listens to this, if you can do it as well. NREILS.com. And click on, has anybody got it yet? Can you show it to me? NRE stands for National Real Estate. Good show, good show, good show. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And 1 second, please. Let me just
Like a different picture.
reduce this screen. Now, can everybody click on the word join today? You might have to click on the little hamburger button up at the top and look for the word join today on your phone. And you'll see it's a global networking service. Step 1 is to join. And you're going to see Canada 240. Can you see it in orange?
Yes.
Can you do it?
Yeah.
Okay, you have to go down further. Canada 240. Click on Canada 240 for 18 months. And you see a form. You see the form come up? Canada 240. Oh, you have to click on join. Go back down to the bottom. Keep going right to the top, actually, the top of the page. Click on the little hamburger button up there, that little hamburger guy. Now look for join today. Are you able to get it? Now, you can actually give me the credit card now, or you can fill in this form and you're now a full member. You can actually get the 18 months right now by filling this in. A lot of people, we just started doing this and we found everybody likes to do it themselves on their phone right now. Because you get your receipt right away, you got instant access, you don't have to wait for your first appointment sometime next week with me. You can actually become a member right away.
Yeah, I had a question. How many
Yes.
links do we, like for commercial, you said, like if you want medical building or something like that, how many links are we allowed to put on our website?
Well, we're recommending 6 links.
Okay.
And you'll have 6 links to start with. You're going to have a residential one. You're going to have another one that says my haves and wants, so people can click on it and see yours. That's on the residential. On the commercial, you're going to have Ontario commercial, like we were showing you, where people can see everything. World commercial. People can search the world from your website. By the way, that brings up another good point. We're recommending that all your websites become a portal to the internet, to all the listings in the world. People should be going through your website to see all the listings in the world. Isn't that exciting? Interesting. You're going to be doing referrals. World commercial, and then you're going to have another one that says business opportunities, and you're going to have another one that says FISBOs. Now, does anybody specialize in anything? If you specialize in something, we can make a separate button. The waterfront button is also in the residential and in the commercial. It's already there, but if you want to highlight it separately, you can. So we can talk about that in the future if you want to highlight something special. Is there anybody filling out this form online, or do you prefer just to hand in your form now? How many people are actually joining right now?
I am.
Okay. All right. Do you want to fill it in online right now? Oh, you prefer doing it with that and then just writing your credit card number down?
Yeah. Sorry?
I can actually process a credit card number, but if you do it online, you're instantly done and the card's processed. If you can do it online now, why not? Okay, so I'm recommending that you actually consider doing it online right now.
It is what? 10 years.
And it'll automatically upgrade you, gives you 18 months. And then I'm going to hand out something special right now. This is what I'm going to hand out is what I call a pilot's checklist for a broker. Hang on. All the people that join are going to get one of these.
Where do I go online?
Pardon me?
Where do I go online?
Oh, you go to NREILS.com. And that's because ICIWorld powers all those websites.
RES.
And NRE stands for National Real Estate. ILS stands for Information Listing Service. NREILS, that's where you're going to get the new. Are you able to go there?
Yeah, I did. I'm just filling out the.
Oh, okay. All right. So there's the orientation. This is the pilot's checklist for a broker to make sure that you take advantage of everything. Who else is joining here? Does anybody have any questions about this?
I don't really have any idea yet about this one, so I'm kind of new. Because I joined the broadcast yesterday, so I don't really know anything about it.
I see. Okay. You can think about it.
My evaluation form.
Oh, this is your evaluation form? Yes. Okay. Let me take your evaluations. Thank you so much. Got your evaluations, Andy? Did you hand them in already, these evaluation forms?
I had a question like this.
Sure.
I already have a website.
And we're going to put the links on your website.
Now, my biggest concern is how to get traffic onto my website.
That's a program that we run every day at 8 p.m. You can see it on the service, and I'm going to show you how to do it.
Don't have home.
That's a very
Yes. Yes. If there's anyone concerned about not joining today, if you want to share with me your concerns, maybe we can help accommodate that. With this new corporate card that we have, with all the discounts available, it literally pays for the membership.
But I want to get to 241 deal because I was a member last year.
Yes?
So the like, again, the same joining one?
Yeah, you actually joined the same one.
Because I was with the last, I was with a different brokerage at that time.
Different brokerage?
Now I changed it, but I didn't review it. I see.
I see. Okay. Was it more than a year?
It's more than that.
More than a year, then you can get the special. If it's less than a year, you can't get that special.
No.
So from the.
Yes.
Don't. It just expired in December.
Oh, in December, oh, well, then I'll have to talk to you about that. Because the special may not be available to you, so I have to see why you didn't review. Okay, probably, you can see today that maybe you were not doing some things, right?
But I know that.
Okay, all right, so you acknowledge that, okay. So, we have, a couple of things I can do. If you renew today there, I will do something special. Didn't take advantage and didn't renew and didn't make full use of all the tools until last 6 months of your membership.
For 390?
Okay,
So I will do online.
if you got your phone right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, bring your phone up, I'll show you. Go to NREILS.com.
Thank you very much.
Both of you got to design together.
Okay.
Because maybe 120
No, Brandon is in China.
इसमें
But we're at Realtor Quest.
500.
The corporate card makes it so nice and easy because
6733
discounts.
221.
Only discounts you can get for using that one. So that's why I figured it would be easy for everybody to join right now. Realtor Quest is May 30th and May 31st at Toronto.
That's 923.
No, I just joined the meeting.
Good.
So,
Yeah, no.
right now,
Definitely.
but I need to try to.
This is the
Ya सारा करना पड़ेगा मैंने इसमें जैसे दिया है कि मैं अपने काम करना वेबसाइट
That's those widgets.
Yeah, the point is when we are putting it onto our website. The point is,
Any question wherever I get something, I gotta get some of these guys.
That's a separate question.
Let me bring my business.
Okay. That's a separate question. It's all done. Welcome aboard. Okay, one more. I don't wanna let you go. Go back to the app. By the way, anybody that joins today, do not leave without making an appointment. Click on the word more. Click on login right there.
I'll call you back in 5 minutes.
And you'll see where it says make an appointment?
Yep.
Do that before you leave today. I don't wanna lose, I wanna make sure we have an appointment, okay?
How I get in touch with you, like if I because I'm not home with you, I don't really know.
Yeah, we're from the same class, so we
just
both
got
was
it.
in you, so we can.
Your forms,
You sure? Yeah, I got everything here. I got my notes. I got your.
I wanted to fill out the evaluation.
Yes.
Okay, Gary, so
Yes.
I've joined it.
Oh, you've joined? Okay, you go to you make an appointment. Right now, don't leave without making an appointment.
Give us some break on that.
The websites, the best thing to do there is the knowledge that I have spent time with me.
Okay.
That's where you can do it. But it's a big company, 300,000 people. And it's already, I think, the most inexpensive website on the market and the most powerful. All the things that it can do.
Okay, so the appointment that I'm gonna make with you or
You with me? No, you're making it with me.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be done over the internet.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna be at home or at the office.
I may be in the office with him. He's my
That's
partner,
fine.
so we'll
That's fine.
both. If I have to do something, he's good at it.
That's fine.
All right.
Okay?
So what? 60 minutes.
Yeah, click on 60. Why don't you talk to him about what time you're gonna make it for? Did you make your appointment already?
No.
No,
Okay, you're
he's gonna
making it
join
now.
later.
Okay.
Okay, so when?
You talk with him.
Okay.
My times are there already.
Oh, you have your time. Oh, these are your times.
Those are my times. So all the people at home, you go to the Canada, the 240 for 18 months, you click on it, and then you fill in this form. After you fill in this form, whatever you do, you can go back to any of our main websites, and at the very, very top, you're going to see make an appointment up here. You click on that, and then you make a 60-minute appointment with us, and there's all our times on the page. There they are. You just make an appointment, and that's when we have our first workshop. It's conducted in your home or business office over the internet. That's how it's done. And then, 2 minutes before your time, you click on webinar workshops up here at the top. You can do it on this website. You can also do it on our main ICIWorld.com website, because it's the ICIWorld.com service that's going to be powering all of these other major world networks worldwide. We're spawning new world networks worldwide, but this is where it all begins, and you'll see webinar workshops right there. Make an appointment, webinar workshop. You will not get the special if you go to this site. The reason for the special is we're launching the National Real Estate Information Listing Service at Trev Realtor Quest, and we're offering this special now that we would normally offer it at Realtor Quest. It will be gone by May the 1st. It will no longer be available, the Trev Realtor Quest Special. Okay? And so when you come here, you just click on Join Today, and then come down here. Everyone will be getting a corporate card, and the corporate card is step 4 right here. Click here, and you can see what the corporate card is all about. It's literally hundreds of dollars in savings and discounts for travel, food, and entertainment. And you'll get a list once you get your card. You'll be able to log into your account, and you can order things. And some people are saving $200 on one laptop computer. A gentleman told me a Lenovo laptop. Now I'm going to open it up to people online that we've had muted, and I'm going to give you one last shot at some questions. Victor, did you want to ask any questions, Victor? Okay, Victor, how about German Yubi? Do you have any questions that you want to ask? And then I have another one that signed in with CC. Any questions there? If not, we're going to be signing off now, and we'll try to make this available on YouTube sometime later on today. Have a great day. We're always for you. I'll leave you one last thing on the screen for phone numbers. I'm going to go up to contact, and there's some. That's it for today, and feel free to call anytime. We enjoy working with the industry. Bye-bye now.